Hi, Daniel. Hi, everyone. I'm Sophie, and welcome to our English Learning Podcast. I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Hi, Sophie, and hello to all our listeners. It's great to be back. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's a sunny morning here, so I feel calm and good. What about you, Daniel? How are you?
I'm fine too. A little tired, but still happy to sit down and talk with you. And of course, happy to help our listeners learn English with us.
Exactly. And before we begin, we want to remind you, if you are enjoying this podcast, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is also learning English. It really helps us grow.
Yes, please do that. It takes only a second, but it means a lot to us.
All right, so today we have a simple but very important topic, how to introduce yourself in English. This is one of the first things you need when you meet someone new, at school, at work, at a conference, while traveling, or even when you make friends online.
Right. And the good news is, you don't need very advanced English to do this. Even with A2 or B1 level, you can introduce yourself clearly and politely. So let's start with the most basic structure.
Yes, the first step is usually your name. For example, I'm Sophie, or my name is Sophie. Very short, very clear.
And you can also be a little warmer by adding something simple like, "Hi, I'm Sophie. Nice to meet you." That already sounds friendly and natural.
Exactly. And after your name, people often want to know one more thing about you. For example, where you are from, what you do, or what you like.
Right, and we will talk about these parts one by one with simple examples that you can reuse in your life because introducing yourself is something you do again and again. And the second part is usually where you are from.
And the second part is usually where you are from. For example, you can say something simple like, I'm from Senegal, or I come from Brazil. Both are correct and easy to use.
Yes, and you can also make it a little longer. I'm from Senegal, but I live in Dakar now. Or, I'm from Spain, but I live in Paris for work. This already sounds more natural and more human.
Exactly. People often want to know where you live now versus where you were born. So this little detail already makes your introduction richer.
Then, after your name and where you are from, another very common step is to say what you do. And when we say what you do, it can mean your job or your situation in life, like I work, I study, or I am looking for a job.
Right. Here are some easy examples someone can copy. I'm a student. I work in a bank. I'm a teacher. I'm unemployed at the moment. I'm a software developer. Simple, clear, polite.
Yes, and if you don't want to share your exact job, you can stay general and still sound natural. I work in education. I work in health. I work in technology. I work in customer service.
That is true. And after that, many people like to add one personal detail to show a little personality, something like a hobby or an interest.
Yes, one simple sentence already gives a friendly image. For example, in my free time, I like cooking. I enjoy reading books. I love playing football. I like watching movies. Everyone can say at least one small thing like this.
Exactly. So you can already build a full mini introduction like this. Hi, I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you. I'm from Mexico, but I live in Madrid now. I work in IT. In my free time, I like playing guitar.
That is a perfect example. And in the next part, we can talk about small, polite closings and how to respond when someone introduces themselves to you.
Because learning to introduce yourself is not only about talking,
It is also about answering politely when someone speaks to you first.
Exactly. When someone says, "Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you," you can answer with something like, "Nice to meet you too." "Pleasure to meet you." "Good to meet you."
Yes, and you can also add a question to keep the conversation alive. For example, "Nice to meet you too." "Where are you from?" Or, "Pleasure to meet you. What do you do?"
This shows interest and makes the conversation more natural. People feel good when you ask them questions because it shows you listen.
Right. And we should also mention that the way you sound is as important as the words. Speak slowly and clearly. No need to rush. If you smile while speaking, even if people can't see you, they can feel it in your voice.
Yes, and it is totally normal to feel nervous when introducing yourself. Many learners feel shy, but the more you practice, the more confident you become.
Exactly. And that is why simple sentences are powerful. You don't need complex grammar. Even something like, "My name is Ali. I am from Morocco. I am a student," is already correct, polite, and complete.
That's right. And after you master the short version, you can make it longer in the future. But first, keep it simple and comfortable.
And now, in the last part, we will quickly summarize the key patterns and give one or two final mini-scripts you can reuse in daily life, and then close the episode.
So let's make a quick and simple summary. When you introduce yourself, you can follow this easy pattern: your name, where you are from, what you do, and one personal detail.
Yes. For example, "Hi, I'm Lena. I'm from Germany. I'm a nurse. In my free time, I like baking." Very clear and friendly.
Or another one: hello, I'm Ahmed. I come from Egypt, but I live in Italy. I work in a restaurant. I enjoy watching football. This already sounds natural and complete.
Exactly. And remember the polite answers too when someone introduces themselves. "Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too." "Pleasure to meet you." And then you can ask a question to continue the talk.
Yes, for example, "Nice to meet you. Where are you from?" Or, "Nice to meet you. What do you do?" These questions help you connect with people.
Before we close, we want to encourage you. Try to practice this aloud today. Even if you are alone in your room, speak out loud. Your mouth needs practice just like your brain.
Exactly. And you can also write your own short introduction and post it in the comments. We would love to read it and help you improve.
So, today we learned how to introduce yourself in English in a simple, confident, and friendly way. Use it at school, at work, when traveling, or online.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with someone who is also learning English.
Keep practicing. You are improving every time you try. See you in the next episode.